1, no strikes. That clips the corner.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Freddie's a well-respected umpire, Boog. Maybe a little bit more of a pitcher's umpire. He does like the pitch down just below the knees or right about there, but most hitters are pretty good at covering that spot these days.
Kicks and fires. And that's in the dirt. And the count's even at 2.
Ball.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Up the middle, Cronenworth tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Nabs it, and that'll do it. Bottom half of inning number 2. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
And there's a foul ball.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Batting 6th, the shortstop, Xander.
And here comes Xander Bogaerts.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And a foul ball. Ball one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Clement to second, pulls him off the bag.
Batting 7th, the left fielder, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward. Fastball for a strike.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
The other way, and out number 1 on the grab.
Batting 8, the designated hitter, Tirso Ornelas.
And now it's Tirso Ornelas. First pitch misses.
That's the ball. 1-0.
On the corner for a strike.
1-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two on, one out. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. That's a little bit low. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter gets prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Here's Elias Diaz. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble.
0-1.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 left on. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Padres nothing. On to the 3rd inning. Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And the slider just misses.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
2-2 is the count.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Now here is Anthony Santander. Walked his first time. He swings and fouls one off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Handled by Machado. Throws to first in time. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero
2 down,
Jr.
base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. A walk and a run scored his first time. And there's a strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That one out to right. Tatis snags it on the run. Set for the bottom of the third. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias. Pitch misses. 1-0. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Come on, Padres, you can do it,
Flyers. And 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. That's in there.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Headed towards the corner. And that's a fair ball. Coming home. The relay. The tag out.
Well, this just can't happen right there. You can't try to score from first base with less than 2 outs unless you can pretty much walk across the ditch. And to get thrown out like that really throws water on the fire of a rally in this inning.
Manny Machado to bat now. He made his major league debut as a third baseman for the Orioles August 9th, 2012.
PCA's mother, Ashley Crow, starred as the mom in the 1994 baseball movie Little Big League. And now, Boog, her son is playing in the majors.
0-1.
Towards right center. That's well struck. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. 1 left for San Diego. They trail in this one 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Will Wagner. That one fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses. Had him out front for strike 3.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Kirk stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
On the ground. The throw to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Andres Jimenez. Next up for the Blue Jays. Flied to right his first time. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
And that's in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Stays alive. Next offering misses down and away. Good job to fight that one off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Pitch misses there. 3-2 now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Clement, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen for San Diego. Sean Reynolds, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Matsui getting loose as well.
Come on, San Diego. Here we go, Diego.
Foul ball. Jimenez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, you got this.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Ready to go.
Leading
Bottom
up for
four.
the Padres,
Now here's Jake
the second
Cronenworth.
baseman, Jake.
Boog, here's someone that loves playing at home,
Cronenworth.
and who can blame him? His numbers are historically better, and he's already 1 for 1 out of the chute.
That one finds the corner, and that's strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And
That's
ball
a ball.
one.
Ball.
Liner to second and picked on the hop to first, and they get the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander.
And here
Bogart.
is Xander Bogaerts. He's 0 for 1.
Come on, Padres.
Right through there for a strike.
No,
Just
that's
missed.
down. Ball.
Out towards right center field. Lucas sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jason.
2 outs, base is empty. So digging in
Hayward.
now for San Diego, Jason Hayward. He's 0 for 1. That's through there for a strike.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed
one
pitcher
strike.
has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one not
ball, 2
close.
strikes.
And it's 1 and 2. And downstairs.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish
After that.
line.
Jimenez throw to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Still down 3-0. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Sean Reynolds.
Now
Still
pitching
pretty
for the
early in the
Padres,
ball game, so this bullpen has
Number
some work
25.
ahead of them. Best case scenario
Sean
might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for
Leading
him.
up for Toronto, the
Nathan
center fielder,
Lucas now at the
Nathan
plate.
Lucas.
Lucas,
Wood.
30 years old now, and he was
0-1.
drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So now back to the top of the order.
The right fielder, number 4.
And the batter is George Springer. 0 for 2 in this one. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Lucas on at first. Nobody out.
Let's turn 2.
1-1.
This one in the dirt. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Sit him down.
Outside
2-2.
low, and it's 2-2.
Oh, sit him down.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And down on strikes, and that's the first out.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Bichette in the box now. No balls and a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
One now. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 and 2, the count. Two and 2.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Hauls it in, 2 away. Here's some real power at the plate. Anthony Santander.
Santander.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. And that one missing low.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that drops foul. Struck him out swinging. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful. So one hit is all they get. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Padres nothing. Back here at Petco Park, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Tirso Ornelas. Gausman back to work. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
You know, these Padres finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
And right back to the mound. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
And now it's Elias Diaz. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That's a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
The first baseman, number 4, Luis.
Luis Ariz stands in. 1 for 2. There's a strike at the knees. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a foul out of play. And a swing and a line drive into right field. And George makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder Fernando Tatis Jr.
In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. First offering and it just misses.
1-0.
Strike 1.
1-1.
And it's fouled away. Diaz off of first with 2 away. And that one is inside.
2-2.
Caught him looking for the K. Back here in San Diego, top 6. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count even at 1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
They say you win.
2-2 is the count.
Comes the 2-2.
We got a full count.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Brings it in. 1 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Will
So up
Wagner.
next, Will Wagner. Pitch misses
That's inside. That's a ball.
and that is ball 1. Fastball for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one catches the zone, and that is strike 2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. 2 away now.
Now batting, the catcher, Alejandro.
2 down, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
That one outside. 1-2 the count.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Ball.
Next offering down low and in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, right side of the infield. Cronenworth flashes the leather on the running catch. No runs, no hits, no errors. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Padres nothing. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom of
up
the
for the
sixth.
Padres,
Stepping in for
the
San
center
Diego,
fielder,
Jackson Merrill.
Merrill.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
No balls, 1 strike. Hey!
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Just blown away in that at
Up
bat.
next
3
for the
fastballs,
Padres,
all strikes.
the third
He
baseman,
wasn't even able to foul
Manny
one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat
Machado.
like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Manny Machado up to the plate. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1. The Blue Jays leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. And Manny gets a piece. One down, base is empty. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat
The
speed.
batter,
It's
number
hard
9.
to bring that to
Second
a halt
baseman,
once you've
Jake
committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. And that one
No,
just
ball.
misses. A ball and no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Right back to him on the mound. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Padres nothing.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back.
Padres,
We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound.
1.
Yuki Matsui.
Yuki.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And now
Leading
for
up
the Jays,
Toronto, the
Andres
second baseman,
Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez.
And that
Ball.
is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
And that one popped in the air, left field. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ernie Clement.
So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Foul ball there. Next offering is fouled back. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Nathan Lucas
Nathan
next up for the Blue
Lucas.
Jays. That one
No,
missed.
that missed.
On the ground, a second, might be two. There's one.
Let's go.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's George Springer.
The right fielder,
0 for
number
3
4,
in this
George
one.
Springer.
Top of the zone for a called strike. Lucas, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering is down low.
1 and 2.
Two outs.
Ball outside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next pitch is downstairs.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first.
Full
A
count.
lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got him. He battles for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. One left for Toronto, but they lead at 3-0. Set for the last half of the 7th. So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Center field. Lucas under it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one.
The
We've
left
seen a
fielder,
lot of
number
mistimed
22,
swings, and it's been a
Jason
challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
Hayward.
Next to hit, Jason Hayward. That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jimmy Garcia, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Green also getting ready. Little chopper rolls foul. The Padres trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball still 0-2. And there's a ball. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control
Now
of command,
batting,
not
the
walking
designated
opposing
hitter,
batters.
Pearson.
You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to
Hellas.
break his rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Tirso Ornelas, the next to hit. Inside.
Ball inside.
Ball 1.
Ball.
Right through there for a strike. A little bit low.
Nope.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes
3-1.
all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Next offering is in for a strike.
The guy's going
got a
this
full
good.
count.
He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back,
Padres,
and a new arm on the mound to start the
Number
eighth.
50.
Adrian Morahone.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his
Leading
best
off
to
the
keep the
Blue
score
Jays,
right
the
where it
shortstop.
is.
And now the
Bichette.
shortstop, Bo Bichette. 1 for 3. Line drive. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't
Now
produce a
back.
hit, but he
Left
made
fielder,
solid
Anthony
contact, and that's all you're looking to do
Santander.
anytime you're at the plate.
Now at the plate, Anthony Santander. Morahone, the lefty who lights up the radar gun.
1-0.
26 years old, and he was born in Cuba. And that drops in for a strike. Ripped to third. Machado throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. In the air, right field. Tatis drifts towards it. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Jimmy Garcia. Here's the catcher,
Leading off
Elias
for the
Diaz.
Padres, the catcher,
The Padres
Elias
in striking distance,
Diaz.
but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
And that's in for a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
There's a swing and a miss.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here.
0-2.
On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swing and a miss. Went back to the sweeper, and it was effective.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch
Now
sequence
batting,
here.
first
Pretty
baseman,
simple in terms
Luis.
of putting them away at the plate. Once you're
Oh,
ahead
Ryan.
0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. Fastball
Yeehaw.
for a strike. 0-1. One down, base is empty. On the ground to the left.
That's a foul
and
ball.
Foul ball. The 0-2. And ball
That's a ball.
1.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Out towards left center. Santander makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando.
2 down, base is empty.
Jr.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Check swing, called strike. Just missed.
Ball.
2
One
down,
ball, one
nobody
strike.
on. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And now 1 and 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
1-2.
Started
got?
after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and he held up. That missed by a lot, and it's 3-2. Jackson Merrill on deck for the Padres. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Back here at Petco Park. New inning getting started. And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Will Wagner. Moorhome back to work. And that one ripped into right. Tatis makes the play. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro.
And next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Hoeing up and loosening in the pen. Peralta also throwing. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. And a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one ripped. And in one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel
batter,
any vibration in your hands
Andres.
whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now it's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. And first offering is fouled off. One out and a runner at second. That misses.
1-1.
And now it's even 1-1. That one missed.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
That one finds the zone. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Man at second. Got him swinging.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Man on second, 2 down.
Nope, ball.
Swinging a foul straight back. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hayward on the move. Drops into the glove. And that's the 3rd out. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Padres nothing. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jeff Hoffman.
Save opportunity for him right
Now
here,
pitching
and he's
for
their
Toronto.
guy. Time to lock this one
Number
down
23.
and get out of here with a W.
Jeff Hoffman.
So digging in,
Leading
Jackson
up for the
Merrill.
Padres, the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
And the pitch a little bit low, ball one. Hoffman, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. Lined into right. Springer there makes the catch, and there's one away.
As good as he's seeing the
Now
ball out of the
batting,
pitcher's
the
hand,
third
you
baseman,
cannot hang a
Manny
breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Machado.
Here comes Manny Machado. That's a little bit low. That's inside.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
And
No,
another
that's
ball. The Jays trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the ninth inning. You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Full count.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Padres with only one out remaining.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to
The
back,
batter,
that's
number
how you
9.
want to do it. Set
Second
him up in the
baseman,
strike zone,
Chase.
then extend a little bit from there and
Work.
see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Cronenworth
Wow.
stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And a swing and a miss there.
So hard to touch.
1-1.
I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good
Oh, that's
job
it.
of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's
Oh, that ball drilled back up the box and nailed the pitcher. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going. That one got him pretty good, but perhaps the silver lining is that it got him in his non-throwing arm, Chris.
Yeah, assuming there's nothing broken in there, I think he should be able to shake this one off. But, man, that can't feel good. He's going to have a pretty nice bruise at the very least, that's for sure.
Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Just
That's a
off the
ball.
outside edge. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
Swings through that one.
He doubled up on the
1-1.
off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hoffman is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And starting in this one, Darvish. How about a report on him, Chris?
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Ready to go? Here's George Springer to start it off.
The right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
And that's downstairs and outside. And now 2-1.
2-1.
Swinging a foul straight back. Hit on the ground to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue
Batting
Jays.
second, the shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Darvish. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. 1 out, bases empty.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
That one fouled off, 2-2.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
And that's ball
Ball 4. Take your base.
Tried another slider, but it missed the plate. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Merrill pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. Fly ball down the line. Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. Blue Jays held in check. And now the Friars will get their first chance. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in San Diego, and towing the slab in this one, Kevin Gausman.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Luis Arraez stands in.
The first baseman, Luis Arraez.
And that's downstairs.
That's a ball.
1-0. Gausman, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Right through there for a strike. And a ground ball to first. Guerrero takes it to the bag. One up, one down.
Batting second, the right fielder.
As we take a look at the Padres lineup.
Junior.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
Let's go, Nando.
Ball
That's
one
the
on a
ball.
pitch inside.
1-0.
Come on, Fernando.
High fly ball down the left field line. Santander going back. Out of here. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Man, he just barely got that one out of here, and you gotta love the effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
And here is Jackson Merrill. Ball one there. One down, base is empty. That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving
Batting
up the
fourth,
home run.
the third baseman,
Not allowing it to
Manny
stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter,
Machado.
and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Manny Machado. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Ahead 0-2 in the
0-2.
count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the Padres draw first blood here on the solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And now the DH, Will Wagner. That one is upstairs. To the right side. Cronenworth throws on to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting sixth, the catcher, Alejandro
Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Kirk measures 5 feet 8 inches, 245 pounds, and he's a native of Mexico. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
And that's
the ball.
outside.
Outside.
Freddie Ferguson behind the dish calling the balls and strikes. The 1-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being Fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever.
Ball.
Fergalicious. The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Diaz on to first, and there's two gone following the strikeout.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Here's Andres Jimenez. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. And we're back. Bottom of the second. Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. And that one upstairs, ball one. That misses. Ball two. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
3-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Count's full.
In the air, left field. Santander settles under it. Squeezes it, and there's one away.
Batting sixth, the shortstop.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Fastball for a strike. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Ball one to Bogaerts. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Batting seventh, the left
Two
fielder.
down, base is empty. Here's Jason Hayward. And first offering is fouled off. And that one missing low. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-2's the count.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swung on, belted. That one back there. And that is a foul ball. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Batting 8, the designated hitter.
And next is the designated hitter, Tirso Ornelas. On the ground to third. Slings it across, and that is the inning. Padres leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at Petco Park. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Darvish back to work. In the air to left center. Merrill sizes this one up. Makes the catch. And there's one down.
Batting 9, the center fielder.
So up next, Nathan Lucas. And that's in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
Come on, punch him out.
On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Darvish delivers. And that one is inside. Rocketed out towards right center. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play.
Now batting, right fielder, George.
So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets. Pretty much a direct line to it, and perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life. I don't know, but man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
That clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That's to third, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. As we go to the last of the third, and here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. And that one way outside, and it's 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball pulled foul, and that's out of play. swing and a ball hammered left field. And that one hops the wall.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed
The
to be
first
thanks to
baseman,
the
number
bad
4,
job. Those
Luis.
small moments can be costly.
Ryan.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Luis Arias will hit next. Grounded out his first time up. Gets the outside corner with that one. And he swings over the top there.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Line drive, and it's caught for the out.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his
Up
skills
next,
catching
for
the
the
line
Padres,
drive, but most
right
importantly,
fielder,
he kept the runner
Fernando
out of scoring
Tatis.
position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
So man aboard, one down, and it's Tatis at the plate. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball.
In the dirt. Diaz over at first with one away. On the ground, 2 ball, and he can't come up with it. Guerrero to second, on to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
We talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And there's a foul ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting, the third baseman, Manny
Now Machado up here.
Machado.
Splits the plate, strike 1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2.
1-2.
Now one
That's the
missed.
ball.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. So they strand a pair. On to inning number 4. It's the Padres 1 and the Jays nothing. Back here in San Diego, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Bo Bichette.
Let's go, Padres.
Let's go, Pod. Come on, Pod. Do it, Pod.
And that is out of play. And a pitch.
That's a ball.
And that drops in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Line and a base hit into right. So a man on base to start the inning.
The left fielder, number 25, Anthony.
Dominant performance for him today,
Santander.
Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and He's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced, so I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Anthony Santander. That's outside, and that's ball one.
One ball, no strikes.
Blue Jays down a run.
See ya. 1-1.
The next pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Flied to right his first time. That clips the zone, and that is strike one. And ball one.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1-1.
Grounder might be 2. On to Bogarts. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Will Wagner digs in now. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Just off the inside edge. So after the double play, he's trying to pick up his teammate and tie this game. Just missed. Tying run in scoring position. Top half of inning number 4. And that one fouled off. Line, and that's a base hit. Bichette comes around to score. It's an RBI single. We're tied at 1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. That clips the corner. Fouled off down the right side. Wagner leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Outside low, ball 1. Good eye right there.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the 4th, so digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth.
Jake Cronenworth.
And a strike in there.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Late swing, foul to the left. In the air out to center. Lucas on his way over. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one down.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Comebacker to the mound. Bogart's retired.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward getting ready to hit. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Smoked on the ground a second. Handles, throws to first, and that is that. Padres go down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Jimenez, a former Gold Glove winner, 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Not even close there. And the count is 1-1. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Next pitch off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sit him down.
And that's in the dirt.
Count.
Strike him out.
Out to short. Bogarts fields it cleanly. Fires across the diamond. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the third baseman, Ernie.
And the batter now, Ernie Clement. Fly to center his first time.
Let's go, Padres!
Lifted in the air down the left side. He's got it. And that quickly 2 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and
Now
wasn't able to stay
the center
close.
fielder,
Nathan Lucas now at the plate.
All right, Padres, let's go.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
All right, San Diego.
2 down, nobody on. That one
That's
way
the ball.
inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That's hard hit on the line. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Blue Jays go down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. And we're back.
Leading up
And
for
now
the Padres,
Tirso
the
Ornelas.
designated hitter, Tirso Ornelas.
Come on, San Diego. Here we go, Diego.
In the air, left field, down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. In there at the knees.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and
The
catcher
catcher,
working
number
together to finish him
17.
off with the fastball.
Diaz.
And even though the location probably
Diaz.
wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Elias Diaz. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There's a strike. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering misses. 1-1. That one the other way. He hauls it in. 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Now it's going to be Luis Arias. And first offering is fouled off.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
That one at 95 missed up top. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for the Friars. Still tied 1-1. All set for the top of the 6th, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
Springer.
Darvish back to work. And a curve misses outside. Ball 1.
1-0.
Out to short. Bogarts handles the chance. Gets it to
That's
first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo.
And now here
Bichette.
is Bo Bichette. A walk, and he's also singled.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
First pitch
Ball
doesn't
outside.
find the zone. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. And he hits a ground ball
That's foul.
right side, and it goes just foul. 1 down, base is empty. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The left fielder, number 25, Anthony Santander.
So up next for Toronto, Anthony Santander. 1 for 2. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And that's off the outside edge. And now 3 balls and a strike. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
3-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Ground ball right side. And there's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Back-to-back singles. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. That does it for you, Darvish, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game, new arm out of the pen when we get back.
Now pitching for the
new
Padres,
pitcher in the game, Sean Reynolds.
number 25, Sean Reynolds.
Now here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike. Up and in, and now it's even 1-1. That's down and in.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that one is lifted in the air. And it's into the gap. Bichette around third and headed home. He'll score. The Blue Jays take the lead. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
2 on, 1 out. Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. Golden opportunity right here. That one ripped, but foul. Right down to shoot. That is strike 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Yuki Matsui appears to be getting loose. Morejon, the power lefty, up as well. Santander, the runner at third. Guerrero at second with one away. Swings and misses. 2 out. And now, Alejandro Kirk.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Cut on and lifted in the air. And that's the 3rd out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Leading up,
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. He had a big swing for these guys way back to the 1st inning.
Yeah, but we didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one's back. And he brings it into the warning track.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Jackson Merrill, the next to hit. Inside, just missed. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
2-2.
And that's a base hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny.
Here's Machado. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The other way, makes the grab, 2 down.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. And foul ball. Runner on the go. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
Hammered, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Does a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Two outs, runner at first. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Cronenworth off of first with 2 away. Here's Bogaerts driving one in the air, deep left field. That's back. That one is gone. A 2-run homer. It's 4-2.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the bullpen. Kevin Gausman makes way. Just never found his groove. Wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on. Back in a moment. New pitcher now for the Jays, Brendan Little.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So digging in, Jason Hayward. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That
Yeah.
one's in there. 0-2. Movement in the
0-2.
Blue Jays bullpen. Nick Sandlin getting ready to go. Green getting cranked up as well. 2 outs. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jason Adam.
These are the spots
Now
relievers
pitching for the
really make a
Padres,
name for themselves. Late
number
and
40.
close. There's not much
Jason
margin for error, but at the same
Adam.
time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Come on, San Diego.
Jimenez
Ball,
up to the
that's
plate
down.
for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Adam out front for the strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah,
Now
it just does
the
so
third
much to
baseman,
change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Clement now in the box, comes up empty with a swing
0-1.
there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
The Padres up by 2 here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Nathan Lucas digs in now. That's in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. Gonna count 1 and 2. Next offering misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Next offering down in the dirt. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 7th. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They trail it here 4-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So here's the Padres DH, Tirso Ornelas.
Let's go, Pod.
First
Ball,
pitch
that's low.
just misses. And that clips the inside corner. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. lifted in the air, right field. And that is Springer. One away.
Up next for the Padres, the catcher,
Here's the
Elias.
catcher, Elias Diaz. And there's the strike. Little. A guy that comes at you with one of the biggest curveballs around. It's got a ton of movement. That clips a corner.
And what makes it so good is the tilt and the late break to it. Kind of reminds me of Andy Pettit as far as how sharp that breaking ball is.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Who are some of the curveballs that you watched in your career that were difficult to deal with?
Well, Boog, I kind of liked hitting curveballs if it was coming from a right-hander, but from a left-hander, different story. Some of the nasty ones, Andy Pettit, Barry Zito.
And they'll do it again. Goes down looking.
No, I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something
first
else,
baseman, number
anything
4,
but the breaking
Royce.
ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're
Brian.
looking for it, and kind of a gift in a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Arise stands
that's
in
low,
with 2
that's a ball.
away as he takes a ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. That
Yeehaw.
one finds the zone, and the count 1-1.
Let's go, Padres.
And a big swing and a miss.
1-2 is the count.
This to third. Clement over to first. That's out number 3. Padres down in order, but they still lead this one 4-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jeremiah
Now
Estrada.
pitching for the
Well, the
Padres,
best relievers love the
Number
opportunity to
56.
come in and protect a tight lead late in the
Jeremiah
ball game. Some of them are just wired
Estrada.
different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And the
leading
batter
off
is
the
George
Blue Jays,
Springer,
the right
1 for
fielder,
3.
number 4, George Springer.
Let's go, Pod. Come on, Pod. Do it, Pod. Woo. Let's go, Pod.
Late with the swing there. Activity in the bullpen.
Zero ball,
Robert
4 strikes.
Suarez, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Matsui warming up as well. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Swings through it for the K. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
The Blue Jays trailing by 2, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one clips the corner. Foul ball, still 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
1-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Right side, Cronenworth. On to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Estrada, 26 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2017. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Pitch is in the dirt, and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So they make short work of him there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Padres 4 and the Blue Jays 2.
Now pitching for
Back
the Blue
now,
Jays.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into
Number
the bottom
52.
of the 8th. Nick Sandlin.
Nick.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And the batter
Leading off
will be
for the
Fernando
Padres,
Tatis
the right
Jr.
fielder,
He's already homered in this game.
Junior.
Out to short, Bichette. In the dirt, nice pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone
Now
added a
batting,
little yoga
center
to their
fielder,
daily routine, if you
Jackson.
ask me.
Merrill.
And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. That's in there. Strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Toronto's
0-2.
bullpen with some action. Tommy Nance, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. The next offering misses. Now 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And the count is 2-2. Fastball is outside.
Full count.
Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Kirk makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
2 down, base is empty. And now it's Manny Machado. 0 for 3 in this one. There's the strike. And that one a little bit high. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 1-2.
Count.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Next pitch just misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Come on, Padres, you can do it, Friars.
And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning going.
Gotta love the resiliency
batter,
shown in that
number
at bat, battling
Second
with 2
baseman,
strikes. Got the
Jake.
top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit
Work.
pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Now a chance for Jake Cronenworth. Machado, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Come on, Pods.
Next offering is fouled back. Two outs. That's down and
1-2.
in. A slider missed. And Jake has entered the K zone. 1 left for San Diego as they can't add to their 4-2 lead.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
Padres.
and on the mound is the closer,
Number
Robert
75.
Suarez.
Well, he's the guy they hope
Robert.
to turn to out of the pen to lock down a win. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
The first
getting
baseman,
ready to hit.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The 0-2. Ball one there.
1-2.
Next offering
Nope.
upstairs.
That was absolute gas.
2-2.
Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that
Count
go
is
by.
full.
That one misses, and the count's full.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Wagner, the
No,
next to
ball.
hit, takes outside. Next
Strike.
offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one missing
that's
inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Missed with a
Ball.
changeup, and the count is 3-1.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
That one pushed foul.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
That one the other way. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long. From Petco Park in downtown San Diego, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the San Diego Padres. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
San Diego Padres.
All right, just about set to go. On the hill here today, Yu Darvish.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
This one popped up. Diaz has a beat on it. 1 down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. Next offering upstairs. The shortstop takes the ball.
What's a good pitch there? Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance, and that's going to bang against the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Darvish kicks, delivers. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
1-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Upstairs.
2-2.
Runner at second here, one gone. A little bit low. Full count, 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity, so not a terrible result.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. A little out front there as he swings through it.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Vladdy needs just 1 hit to reach 200 for the season. Fastball for a strike.
Pretty impressive the year he's put together. 200 hits doesn't happen by accident, and there are some years nobody reaches 200 at all. Props to him for getting this far.
Next pitch is outside. Kicks and deals. Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. There's a strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Santander on third. Guerrero at first. One gone. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Two on, one out. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Look out!
That hit him.
And it hit him. He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. So bases loaded with one away. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Fought off foul. Strike two.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Outside low. And it's 1-2.
Going to lay off that pitch down.
Next one just misses.
That's the ball.
And the count is even 2-2. Ground ball left side, could be two. There's one, and that's two. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab in this one, Kevin Gossman. How about a scouting report on him?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Luis Arias leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with two pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Outside. Nobody out. Runner at first. And there's a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
And it is 2-1. Runner at first with no outs here. Double play ball to second. Glove flip for one. Back to first. And that is a double play.
Really nice double play turn
That
right
is
there.
the
And it
center
all
fielder.
started with that
Next
sweet
man.
glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Jackson Merrill in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Just missed. Hard hit left side. Whips it across. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Padres go down quietly. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here in San
Leading off
Diego,
for Toronto,
top of the second. Here's
baseman,
Andres Jimenez. Darvish back to work. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Now 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Darvish delivers. And that's a little bit high. 2-1. And it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning. Wide throw, and it gets away. And he'll pull into second safely.
Batting 8.
Oh, that's just an unacceptable error right there. Just kind of lackadaisical in getting it back into the infield, and there's really no excuse for that. Turned a simple single into a runner in scoring position now.
And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. That one fouled hard the other way. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the second. Next offering is fouled back. Man at second. And a swing and a miss. And one gone.
Away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Here's the center fielder, Nathan Lucas. And that drops in for a strike. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2.
Well, I didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Here's George Springer. He popped out to the catcher his first time up. Yeah, that's fouled off. Fastball for a strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. One left for Toronto, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here at Petco Park, and now the veteran third baseman, Manny Machado. Machado, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010. Pitch misses inside, ball 1. And Manny gets a piece. Swings through that.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And that skips in the dirt. Towards first, Guerrero takes it himself. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And there's the strike.
Let's go, San Diego.
And there's a ball.
That's inside.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Down.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another
2 balls,
breaking
2
ball.
strikes.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a swing and a miss. Out number 2.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top.
Ball.
And that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
The 1-0. That's inside. 2 out, space is empty. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And George makes the grab. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Top half of the third inning, now the number 2 hitter, Bo Bichette.
Let's go, Padres.
Right through there for a strike. Foul ball there.
Sit him down.
Check swing of the 0-2, appeal to first, and no swing, says Joe McDonald.
Strike him out.
This one high in the air to left center. Merrill pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
The batter, the left fielder, Anthony
Santander at the plate. He reached out a walk his first time.
Come on, Pops.
outside.
1-0.
And that's ball one. Machado throws to first in time. Score at 5-3 for the second out with the third baseman shifted over there.
Guerrero Jr.
2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now at the plate. RBI single his last time up. And the pitch is outside, ball one. Clips the corner, and 1-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's bad. Just missed it.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
And welcome back to the
Leading up
ballpark.
for the
Bottom of the
Padres,
inning. Here's
the
Jason
left fielder,
Hayward.
Jason Hayward.
First pitch misses. Fastball for a strike at 95. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting eight, the designated
Really
hitter,
nice job
Kirsten.
staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do
Emma.
too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now it's Tirso Ornelas. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one.
1-1.
Fastball for a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
That's a really good take.
2-2.
Not close with that one, and it's 3-2.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
He fouls it off. Will do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And ball 4 to aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter.
The
Man, you got to challenge the guy
Diaz.
with the fastball.
Diaz.
Here's Elias Diaz.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
Just missed. Swings through that one for strike one.
1-1.
And a count 1-2. Swings over the splitter for strike three.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across,
The first
especially in
baseman,
terms of
number 4,
movement. I mean, that
Luis.
thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Luis Ariz stands in. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Bichette. 1 at second. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 3 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Padres nothing. Start of the
Leading off
fourth,
the
stepping
Blue
in,
Jays,
Will
the designated
Wagner.
hitter, Will Wagner.
Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, and he's got a leadoff double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something
Now
he could
back,
handle.
the catcher,
Anytime you rip a line
Alejandro
drive the other way, you feel
Kirk.
really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 0 for 1 so far. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, these Jays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Here.
Here's a 1-2. That's a ball.
2-2.
Went with the sweeper. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout,
Up next is the
and there's
Blue
one
Jays,
away.
the
Wow,
second
just
baseman,
great bite to
Andre
that slider. Broke hard
Jimenez.
out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Deal 1.
That's a ball. 1-1.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Merrill moving in on this one. Makes the grab on the run. 2 down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. In the air, center field. Merrill settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. Blue Jays held in check, but they lead it 1-0. And we're back.
Leading
Bottom
up
four,
for
and the batter will be
right fielder,
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Tatis Jr.
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. That one
Ball,
at
that's
95, missed up top. 1-0. And delivers
That's a
outside.
ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
The count 2-1.
Ball, that's
Just
high.
missed.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one.
center
Don't want to
fielder,
wake a team
number
up with a free
3,
pass.
Jackson.
And now the center fielder,
Merrill.
Jackson Merrill. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Hit hard but foul off to the left. And that one is downstairs. And it's a ball and a strike.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the
third baseman,
fastball
number
the pitch before,
13,
it's kind of tough to
Manny
recognize. You notice there's something different about it.
Machado.
He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
Here's Manny Machado now. Grounded out his first time up. Gausman throws over. Tatis dives back in. And the first offering is not close. Tatis, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And Manny gets a piece. Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Tatis runs. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit. But when you've got
him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the
batter,
bat
number
with 2
9.
strikes in this situation.
baseman,
You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Jake Cronenworth, the next to hit, struck out swinging his first time. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
2 outs. High fly ball out into left center field. And that is the inning. Padres leave 1, and it remains 1-0. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the center fielder, Nathan Lucas. Darvish back to work. Lucas goes 5 feet 11 inches, 30 years old now, and he's usually in right field, but today he's patrolling center. And that misses. And that is ball 1.
Some guys love to make that adjustment from a corner spot to center field because in center you get the best view of the ball game. You're looking straight in at the hitter's area. On the corners, you're blocked a little bit.
Bogarts snags it, and there's 1 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Down, ball.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. On the ground,
That's
right
foul.
side, and it goes just foul. And he chases that one. He picks up his fifth strikeout on the hill.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. They lead it 1-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's Bogarts now.
The shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
And fouled off. That one hit to right. Springer drifts towards it. And there's one down.
The left fielder, number 22,
Jason Hayward, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
No balls, 1 strike.
The Padres trailing by a run, last half of inning number 5. Next offering is in for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The other way, Clement fires over to first. He's out.
I don't know what it looks like going through the zone for those
Now
hitters,
batting,
but the swings are defensive,
Tirso.
and that's a real
Or
indicator,
Ellis.
along with just the other stuff you guys have noticed about how nasty he is right now.
Next for the Padres, Tirso Ornelas. Walked his first time. Fouled off left side.
One and one.
Come on, Buds.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Padres nothing. Back here in San Diego, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Anthony Santander.
Come on, Buds. Come on, Buds. Let's go, Brian.
On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Off the mark
that
there.
missed. That's a ball.
1-1.
1-1.
Just
That's the ball
missed.
low.
And foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Number 7.
Will
Designated
Wagner
hitter,
will hit next.
Will Wagner.
And that one pulled foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Just off the outside edge. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Hit in the air, right field. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Padres nothing. Back here at Petco Park. And now it's Elias Diaz.
The catcher, Elias Diaz.
That's in there. That's strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a foul out of play. On the ground to short. Bichette tosses across to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now
Good
batting,
late bite on
the
that
first
slider.
baseman,
Got the hitter
Luis.
out front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias. 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
Ball.
Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. That one inside. Look out. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Gets the slider in there for a strike. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed
Now
his spot.
batting,
Hitter
right
didn't
fielder,
offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Junior.
1 down. So digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. He's 0 for 1. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. That one missed. Arias leads off first with 1 away. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall around third. The relay throw. He'll score. It's 1-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
It's 0-1.
One out and a runner at second. Runner takes off for third. On the ground, right side. Dives, but it's off his glove. The throw won't get there in time, and that leaves him with runners at first and third after a tricky play.
Manny Machado.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's the third baseman, Manny Machado. And that's ripped for a base hit. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single and a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Kevin Gausman makes way, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching for
Brendan
Blue Jays.
Little comes on now.
And
Number
they felt it was
54.
time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter
Little.
coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
First and second, one out. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. Tap foul at the plate. Strike two. Action in the pen down there. Nick Sandlin getting loose out there. Green getting loose as well. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a
batter,
hammer or
number
Uncle
2.
Charlie, and you can see
Shortstop,
why. It's
Xander
not a looping slow curve.
Bogaerts.
He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. That one finds the zone. Going 1.
0-1.
Two on, two outs. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Breaking ball
That's the ball.
inside. Ball 1.
2-2.
In the dirt, blocked. 2 aboard, 2 outs. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 3. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We're through 6 full. It's the Padres 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Top of inning number 7, and now the catcher comes up to him.
Leading off for the
Alejandro
Blue Jays,
Kirk.
The catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
That to right. Tatis hauls it in for the out.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing
Now
here.
that-
This lineup's
Second base,
inability to
Andres
lock onto the pitcher's delivery
Jimenez.
is causing a few awkward swings.
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. And that's in there for strike one. Movement in the bullpen. Jason Adam up and throwing. Matsui also getting ready. Looking to get the tying run on base. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Here comes the skipper out of the
Clement.
dugout, and he's ready to make the move. That does it for you, Darvish. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. New pitcher on the bump when we get back.
Now pitching for
Jason
the Padres,
Adam takes over on the mound.
Number 40.
He has a great slider with
Jason
tons of movement.
Adam.
So up next, Ernie Clement. That one's in there, 0-1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position. This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, dude.
0-2.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the top half of inning number 7. Off the mark there. 1-2 to count.
1-2.
Move to first, and he's back in safely.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
That's off the inside corner. Now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Next to hit, Nathan Lucas. And that one in the air center field. Merrill settles underneath it, and that is that. One left for Toronto. They're down 2-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Nick Sandlin.
Now pitching
Pretty
for
tight
the Blue
game, so
Jays.
they're looking for quality pitches
Number
out of him right
52.
here. Got to do his best to keep the
Nick
score right where it is.
Sandlin.
Now, Jason
Leading
Hayward.
off for the Padres, the left fielder, Jason Hayward.
And first offering is fouled off. Ball one
1-1.
there. And that one
2-2.
moves his feet. Right through there, got him. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Ornelas at the plate for the third
0-1.
time as he comes up empty there. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one missing
1 ball, 2
inside a sharp slider. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground. And foul ball. Ground ball left side. Slings to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The catcher, number 17, Elias Diaz.
2 down, base is empty. Stepping in for San Diego, Elias Diaz. And that drops in for a strike. That one in the dirt, and that's ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That's the ball.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that one is in the dirt, and it's a full count. Ground ball up the middle. Bichette to first. Padres go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the Friars, but they still lead it 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th at the plate. George Springer. Adam goes 6 feet 3 inches, 33 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2010. Adam back to work. And that one is in for a strike at 95.
No ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Outside with a breaking ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that puts the tying run on base.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. And here's the pinch runner, Jonathan Clase.
Jonathan
Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3. First pitch misses.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top of the 8th. High fly ball out towards left center. Hayward makes the catch for the out. Anthony
The left
Santander
fielder, number
next up for the
25,
Blue Jays.
Anthony
And things could
Santander.
change quickly here with one swing.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. So the tying run at second. That one not
1-1.
close. And now it's even 1-1. And that
2-1.
one almost got him. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Inside,
Full count.
and the count's full. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Three-two. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stuff. Just one out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jason Adam is done, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
So the
Padres.
closer summoned from the bullpen, Robert
75.
Suarez.
Pretty big spot he's
Robert.
coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single, tie game here in the eighth.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats.
Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Wagner in the box now, takes strike one. Two gone, the possible go-ahead run at first. A changeup missing. And the count 1-2. Activity in the bullpen for San Diego. Jeremiah Estrada, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Matsui, the lefty, warming up as well. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with two strikes out of the zone.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
93.
eighth. Jimmy Garcia.
Jimmy Garcia.
And now
Leading up
Luis
for the
Arias,
Padres,
known
the
for
first
his
baseman,
late inning
Luis
heroics.
Arias.
And that one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Santander in pursuit. Brings it in. One up, one down.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando.
So digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. And that misses off the outside edge.
Well, a mistake right here could
ball, no
untie
strike.
this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And a big swing and a miss. Meanwhile,
1-1.
activity in the bullpen. Eric Swanson preparing to come on if needed. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for
Now
him here.
batting,
He wasn't
the
able to
center fielder,
elevate it, but he put a
Jackson.
great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Garcia throw over. Tag and they got him. Tatis picked off.
But when you're the go-ahead run over there at first base, you've got to be extra careful and make sure that you don't get picked off, make sure that you don't get doubled off on a line drive. But right there, maybe just had a mental lapse.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Padres go down quietly, and this game is still tied at 2-2. And we're back.
Leading off
Here's
for
the
Blue Jays,
catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Alejandro Kirk.
That's too low. Ball 1. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
The 1-2.
2-2.
Stays alive. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Going back on this one. Gone and to the deepest part of the park. He'll take a trot around the bases. And that's how they take the lead. It's 3-2.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. And that's a little high.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Suarez, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a sinker, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Bullpen action for the Padres. Adrian Morejon, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And it's a double, making him 3 for 4 on the day.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one.
Now
Just a
batting,
bloop hit
third
behind
baseman,
third right
Ernie
there. And that's a really
Clement.
tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to. And the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
And another ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Man at second. And that one is inside. Next offering in there for a strike. They're down 3-1. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted
Now
him
batting,
first base
the
with a
center
quick
fielder,
free pass.
Nathan
Here comes the manager out of the
Lucas.
dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Robert Suarez out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
So
the
they turn
Padres,
things over to the righty, Jeremiah
number 56.
Estrada.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Nathan Lucas digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Estrada, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big time benefit. Out towards right center field. Reaches but can't haul it in. They get the force. Now one gone in the ninth. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out.
Wow, this is one of those plays that happens sometimes, but it never really should. Seems like you just got a bad read on the ball, and the good throw from the outfield was perfect to get the out.
And now the right fielder, Jonathan Clase. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
As a
ball,
hitter,
no
when a
strikes.
guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And there's a ball.
2-2.
Struck him out looking.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 1 for 4 with a double. The shortstop
that
takes the
missed.
ball. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the ninth. That one
2-0.
misses. And the count now 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He's got it, and that's the third out. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Jeff
Now
Hoffman.
pitching for
And
the
we
Blue
all know
Jays,
about his slider. It's just filthy,
Number
man. And
23.
one of the better ones in the game,
Jeff
I'd say. Spin rate's
Hoffman.
very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, one-run
Leading up
game.
for the
Down the
Padres,
third baseman,
the
Manny
third baseman,
Machado.
Manny
Outfield deep here, trying to prevent
Machado.
anything over their heads. Right through there for a strike. One-run game, bottom 9. Laser, base hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for
Now
right
batting,
there.
the
Put a great
second
swing on
baseman,
that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice
Good
extension as
work.
well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Making a move at first. Coming in as a pinch runner, Tyler Wade.
Number 14. Tyler.
Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Pitch is in there, and that is strike 1. Just
No, that's down.
missed.
Ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Throw over to first. Wade
On the
dives
back,
and can't
yeah.
get back in time. He's picked off.
Man, you're feeling so good. You just got the knock. You're on base, and then right away you get picked off. That's just a tough one to swallow, especially after leading off an inning with a single.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That one
That's it,
just
ball.
misses.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. One down, base is empty. Called out on strikes. And they're down to their last out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after
batter,
this
number
one. That
2.
was his 3rd
Shortstop,
strikeout, and this
Xander.
one looking, obviously. So he's been a
Bogart.
little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So they're down to their final out. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And that is out of play. A 1-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. And that
missed.
misses.
That's a ball.
And the count is 1-1. Fought off foul. The Padres down to their final strike. That
2-2.
misses the zone. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, you take a tie ball game into the ninth on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today. Very well played ball game. Get this win on the road. Everybody's happy with the W.